Do you ever find it's hard to tell the truth? So 2 weekends ago, I was up until 11:30 one night, 3:30 in the morning the second night. And then before that, I did like 25 hours of this practice, Sadhguru. And then you had to commit to a 40-day meditation practice twice a day. And it's 40 minutes. They say it's 21, but on the recording, it actually turns into 40. Anyways, I traveled to Phoenix. I did 3 podcasts. I got to go see my friend who's an artist at the Contemporary Fine Arts show. I stayed overnight with some teacher trainer cohorts from my John Weiland and Kendra Kunov course. I got up early and I had breakfast with my accountant and his new wife. I flew home on the same flight as my client, and we went right into her psychedelic somatic integration weekend. Anyways, I missed several meditation practices. And for a couple days, I just kept pressing, did the practice on my own. And then I'm just like, I just can't lie. I'm just a good little Canadian. I just can't do it. So I finally said, I missed my practice. And then they came up with all the reasons why. And I was like, traveling. Well, they go, good for you. You're starting over day 1. I'm like, what? So, integrity, honesty, not perfect, start over. And in that moment, I was a little miffed, but then I thought, here's a moment where I can choose to judge myself or not. I can choose to remember that I've arrived, but I'll never arrive. I can choose to start over with a good attitude. Or I could beat myself up and get mad at Sadhguru and it's like a microcosm of the macrocosm of our lives, of being human. And how are we going to be with our humanity? I'm not a guru, so I'm Allana, doing her best. So I started over this morning, and it was a lovely practice. I really do like it. So as we move into this beautiful podcast with Francesca, who I've known for, I guess, about almost 2 years now, we've seen each other in our ugly. We go through all of these really vulnerable practices as teacher trainers. And when she got there for her interview, we just took our shoes off and just sat all cross-legged together, talking about what it is to be on the path. And I really look forward, as you're listening to this, to think about somebody you might want to forward this conversation to, who might feel seen and heard and understood on their path. So enjoy this incredible conversation with my dear friend, Francesca. Beautiful sister, take a breath with me. Oh, when was the last time you felt really grounded in your body, still in your mind, truly in love with yourself? Not fixing yourself, not striving to be different, just loving your sweet self exactly as you are. I know you've probably been strong for everybody else, yet this is your moment now, an invitation to be there for you. To say yes to not just the bare minimum, but your real needs, to listen to the truth of your body, to slow down and hear the deepest truth of your heart, to face what you've been perhaps avoiding so that you can embody your authentic feminine power. And you don't have to do this alone. Like so many others before you, we can partner in divine sisterhood. The divine feminine way is to collaborate, to open our hearts together into the glorious, great unknown, the mystery. So I invite you to go to allanapratt.com/connect and book a call with me today. We will get through any shadow to the light of your fullest glory together. Promise. Welcome to Intimate Conversations, Season 14, Dark Night to Divine Light, because we both know intimacy is an inside job. Hello and welcome to another episode of Intimate Conversations, Season 14, Dark Night into Divine Light with a being of light. Oh my God, I love you, sister. I am so happy you're here. We purposefully didn't do all the catch up because we thought we would do it with you, because this is truly about presence and sisterhood and truth. So let me tell you who this gorgeous goddess is. Francesca Barone is the co-founder of Anam Cara Retreats, an intimate Shipibo Ayahuasca healing center in Nosada in Costa Rica. Her work is devoted to preserving indigenous shamanic wisdom and creating safe, transformative plant medicine ceremonies. She weaves ancestral medicine with somatic healing. I'm already covered in shivers, body practices, rituals, and guiding people back into their bodies to restore authentic expression, vitality, intimacy, and wholeness. Her work helps people release trauma, reconnect to their aliveness, and cultivate deeper union with themselves, their bodies, their relationships, and life itself. Deeply devoted to the earth, its medicines, and the magic channeled through ceremony and ritual, Francesca honors the intelligence of plant allies as a central part of her practice. She invites people to move beyond surface healing into embodied integration, excuse me, where pleasure, presence, and connection are alive, accessible, and alchemical. All of the links are going to be in the show notes, but Anam Cara Healing Retreats.com. Hi.
Hi.
I am so happy you're here.
Thank you for that amazing bio.
Yeah. It's really kind of funny. Some people say, could you just record my bio and I'll listen to it every
I know.
morning?
I'm like, it sounds so much better when you read it.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
I'm happy to be here.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
First thing I want to say, so I'll probably just cry right out of the gate. In Sedona, thank you.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Francesca and I are in a teacher training program. I'm in year 2. Are you in year 2?
Year 2.
Yeah. And
feels like year 9.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And our last retreat was in Sedona, Arizona. And I got really triggered.
Yeah.
And I couldn't even talk. And I was walking out, and there's a good 60 of us. And you saw me.
Yeah.
And you grabbed my hand and you took me back in so I could get support.
Yeah.
It was one of the hugest transformations because trauma occurs in relationship and healing occurs in relationship. Absolutely. But what I didn't get was group trauma or familial trauma gets healed in a group.
Yeah.
Right?
And triggered.
And triggered. Definitely triggered and healed.
Yeah.
And had you not grabbed my hand and brought me back in, and had everything gone down the way it did, that piece would still be unintegrated within me. I was confident our leader had asked me to leave in yet another community that I was betrayed and shunned and kicked out of.
Yeah.
And thank God I was wrong.
Yeah.
And I was welcomed. Oh my God.
I saw in that moment the part of you that could handle it. And I saw that kick on. And so it felt like stepping in. I also had to practice not being the one to hold space for you because I knew that wasn't my role in that group, but that was my natural impulse.
Sure, because you're capable.
I fully felt like I saw the part of you that could have handled it and walked out and processed on your own and been okay.
Yeah.
But it felt like a pattern interrupt for me to say, no.
Yeah.
We're not doing resilience anymore.
Yeah. Yeah.
We're here to heal and to break those patterns of resilience.
Yeah.
And I'm similar in the same way. You know, we can handle a lot, but if we keep handling so much, nothing's ever going to change.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How are you? Tell us where you're triggered. It's so beautiful to be traumatized, do the work, develop resilience, come back in our bodies, lead companies.
Yeah.
But as you said, I want to take off my Wonder Woman outfit.
Totally.
I needed to be held as the little girl.
Yeah.
And learn I can surrender and not die.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's a big part of the work that you and I are doing together around love and intimacy and relationship, and realizing that a lot of the tools and skills and energetic patterns that we have been embodying for a long time that have helped us survive, helped us get through, helped build our companies, helped get us a lot of things in life that we wanted. They're not the keys to the new doors. They're not the keys to the new doors of really learning to receive and being in the feminine and being deeply held. And I think when we're in that embodiment of I can handle so much and I've been through so much and I can do so much, life is responding by continuing to bring us those burdens. And I think that's where you and I are really similar from our backgrounds and trauma and even the medicine work, which can be incredibly taxing on the system and a lot of fighter survivor energy. And there's this deep longing in both of our hearts to be able to soften and to live from a different space where we know that strength is there if it's truly needed, right? But where it's not an everyday practice of continuing to walk through the world that way because we're not receiving the love and the holding and the intimacy that we really want to feel of being an empowered feminine woman who can say, I can, but I'm choosing not to.
Thank you. I can, but I'm choosing not to. Yeah. Where is that showing up like right now? Like, are you dating? How are you softening in your world?
Yeah. So I run my business with my partner, which is an ayahuasca business and running a business and with my partner. And it's been a harrowing journey. It's been really tough on us. And you know, earlier on in my medicine work and my journey with ayahuasca and the plants, it was a lot of the same kind of addict. I was an addict for 12 years, really my whole life. But that fighter, survivor, pushing energy really carried over into my medicine work for quite a long time. And it shows up now, of course. But when I built my company, it was from a place of survival. And of course, I was very devoted to the medicine and I wanted to help people heal. But my transmission was very much coming through of I can handle a lot. And the medicine is meant to be hard and it's meant to be this death experience and this dissolution experience. And my partner and I very much lived in that cycle for a long time. And in the last 2 years, I think a lot in my work with John and the embodiment work, it's been softening, but there's been such a deep terror in my system to let go of that protection, to let go of that place of control where I've always really felt strong and comfortable and safe and to really admit humbly that yes, I built a company and yes, I have a relationship and yes, I have all of these things and I'm not really feeling the way that I want to in life.
Okay, stay right there. Same. How do you want to feel?
I want to feel like an internal and an external safety to really be able to open fully to my own spiritual gifts and to feel that the fight is over. Because the fight is over. Like the fight in my life I create for myself. 100% the fight of my life I create for myself. And that place in my nervous system is familiar for me. And so I want to feel alive and I want to feel in pleasure and I want to feel open and able to float and flow and create and explore and still tethered, of course. But I think for me right now, it's really about realizing that the deepest courage I can have in my life is to fully soften.
Okay, you're in bare feet and I'm done with my boots. I need to like cross my legs.
I live in the jungle. I can't wear shoes.
I love you.
I can't wear shoes.
Okay, so you mentioned softness and you mentioned terror. So to get to that softness for we who've been through sexual trauma and have been rewarded by society for our strength, financially we're rewarded for it, credibility, all these things. Tell us more about your terror that you are ready to feel in the surrender when it comes to life, your man, your business. This, indeed, the fight is over because we're creating it. For me, when I drop into the nothingness of the present moment, the fifth dimension, it's so I win, you win, we win. Like it's a completely different animal dynamic, and I surrender grab it again, surrender, grab it again, over and over.
Which I think is the way that it's designed to be. You know, I think those of us that do a lot of deep spiritual work, we can get really addicted and craving for these expansive states where we touch that. But nothing in nature is really meant to stay in that expanded state of connection.
Full blossom.
Yeah, like we're meant to expand and contract and expand and contract. And that those periods of contraction, of losing the connection, of attaching again, of closure. For me, you know, working with ayahuasca, I guide people into very expansive states.
Sure.
And one of the questions is always like, how do I stay here?
Right.
We're not meant to stay there. That contraction that comes in for me really is us reaching that expanded state and seeing what's possible, feeling that in the nervous system. And then the contraction comes in and we can go in and start to take inventory and take note of like, what no longer is in alignment and can come with me in that expanded state. And so I think we can get really addicted to those places. But what came up for me when you were saying that was, you know, my own terror, my own fear around surrendering. Like for me, it's all about the mother. It's the work with the mother internally and externally and with the earth around where am I not trusting life?
Yeah.
Life itself.
Yeah.
Where am I not trusting the natural timing, the natural pace, the natural flow? Where was it not safe for me to really be a child, to really be nurtured, to really be held? And how do I reconnect? How do I forgive and set my birth mother free and all of her stress and all of her wrongdoings and all of her best efforts and her beauty and her magic and all of the things? How do I really go deeper into myself and connect more deeply with the earth and her rhythms and cycles and reconnect to that womb of creation and that unconditional loving mother frequency, which is the darkness and it is the emptiness of the womb.
Yeah.
And it's scary. It's scary. It's a scary place because we hold the living memory of it's not safe to be here.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Wow. I'm reminded, right before I saw you in Mallorca, I was in the north of Spain with my shaman.
Yeah.
And walking through the Basque Mountains, the Pyrenees. And at one point we got to, he called it Stone Alley.
Wow.
And right before Stone Alley there, it was a huge forest with mossy trees. And I was to release my grief around where my mother wasn't there for me.
Yeah.
Yes, she was amazing in a lot of ways, but so it was a blood-curdling scream that echoed through the forest. And then I laid down on a rock, in Stone Alley. And it was mostly men on the trip. There was only one other woman and me. And I laid down and he's like, let her hold you.
Yeah.
And I realized I thought I was relaxing on this rock.
Totally.
But there was more to relax and more to relax and more to relax until I just melted and let her hold me in a way. And there was a spaciousness in my breath, my lower belly and diaphragm. I'm like, this is available every day.
Yeah, and the gateway is the grief. The
Yes,
gateway is
thank
the
you.
grief
Well
because that bracing, that part that's holding on a little bit and not fully trusting, like we do it in so many micro ways as women, just sucking in the belly, sitting in the chair, not fully letting the weight of ourselves feel into the chair. Like we are constantly fighting gravity. That gravitational grounding pull of the mother that wants to pull us down into the earth and hold all of us. We want to be light and we want to be thin and we want to suck in and we want to be buoyant. And it's like there's this the lunar channel, the feminine channel is like in and down. And it's heavy and earthy and grounded. And you know, with Aya, she's just gonna fucking pull you down. Like we will fight and struggle, but that kind of like forced surrender is such a beautiful touch point in the nervous system because so many of us, we don't even know that that's possible.
Yeah.
And I love that you said this about Spain because next month I'm literally going to Spain to these lands.
Oh, where I was.
Literally exactly in that location to lead a mother healing medicine retreat for the first time.
Amazing.
And I don't even really know why I've chosen this location. It's
powerful.
It completely channeled and came through because all of my retreats are in Central and South America.
Right.
And then the mother came through, and then I found out that the caves of the Black Madonna are right outside the retreat center. And so this is this journey that I've been on for the last 9 months.
Wow.
Of planning this retreat of like, wow, this is for me.
Yeah.
And this is my own mother lineage coming through of a deepening that wants to happen. So that is so interesting that you just said that about Spain.
Oh,
And
it is incredible.
there's something about that land that's very fertile.
Mm-hmm.
The name of the retreat is Fertile Darkness.
Fertile Darkness.
And that feels very much like
Yes.
what you experienced.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's, at least where I went, I can connect you with my shaman, but man, the forest is magical.
Yeah.
The stones, there's several thousand-year-old medicine wheel at the top where you sit in, and I just started to tone, which normally only comes through when I lead my psychedelic somatic integration work. Like, I don't make it come through, it comes through. And I sat right in the center of that thing, and the hands go, I'm like, oh, here we go, the hands are in the air, and the tone's coming through.
It's beautiful how these lands, like different lands, can call us there to know exactly the healing that's meant to happen in our body in that moment.
You so know it, yeah. Oh, babe, wow.
Never ceases to truly amaze me.
Yeah.
You
You were speaking of this lunar and going down into our hips. I, when I was 10, was in a bike accident. I was going down the hill and the handlebars hit my pubic bone, and I flipped and I scraped everything, and I was right in front of a girl who didn't really like me, her house. But I was at the bottom of the hill. I was crying. I was like bent and bruised. And I went to her house, and her mother looked at me and slammed the door in my face.
Wow.
And I walked up the hill with my broken bicycle, all this, to my house. My mom took one look at me, put me in the truck, drove down to the woman, chewed the woman out, drove me back home, took care of me. But what I realized in all the body work that I've been doing, it was like a shock to physical shock.
Absolutely.
And my body workers were like, does your pubic bone know where your tailbone is? No. Does your, like the socket, the femur in the socket, does it know where the other? No. Like, it didn't know each other.
Yeah, that disconnect and the spatial awareness.
Yeah, so literally looking at my a skeleton to put the pieces back together, that was so shocked. So we've got the physical shock, then we have this sexual abuse.
Yeah.
So
which happened before
and during.
Yeah, so there was already a lot of disconnect in
correct,
that region,
there was already disconnect, and it happened before. Exactly. So I guess I want to speak to the people that come to your retreats and this fertile darkness, woman in her 50s.
Yeah.
Like, we can still be, I feel, at the beginning of my reconnection, awakening, and capacity to rest on the planet.
Yeah.
Open.
And in your body.
Rest in my body.
Yeah, like this pelvic bowl that really is the structure that holds so much of us.
And let all that energy root on down. Yeah.
It's amazing. And I mean, there's so much there, right? Like, the body is so intelligent. And I find that a lot of times when we're talking about trauma and disembodiment and all of this, it's like we can really start to build language that makes us feel like this disconnection is wrong. But this disconnection is so intelligent. Like, when I think about what you and I went through as children, I am so grateful for the intelligence of my body that disconnected me from my tissues.
Yeah, thank you.
Because that wisdom of the body is the same wisdom of connecting to the body. It's the same feminine wisdom that connects us and disconnects us. It is, in a way, protection.
Yes. Yeah,
and
you're right.
Like, bless that intelligence that takes on certain energetic patterns, disconnecting and separation and numbness, to protect our beautiful, tender young hearts that can't possibly process what's happening.
Right.
It's just that without the proper initiations and rituals and healing and living in the society where we do with modern gynecology and just the absolute horrific nightmare that the medical system is, we never come out of those states and learn to reconnect. And that's where, for you and I, plants have been such a beautiful ally.
Yeah.
And this embodiment work that we do of needing to go back to those moments where there was separation. Right. And reconnect.
Yeah.
I love hearing about this story because you were talking about your mom.
Yeah.
But this is a moment of total protection, like
Oh, she
mama
was
bear moment.
Fierce mama bear.
Yeah.
It was a wonderful memory to
That's
bring
such a
back.
good feeling.
Yeah. She was badass. She stood up for me a lot.
Yeah.
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 And even though she didn't always stand up for herself, I know she did her best.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love
and that
hearing
felt
that part.
really, really,
Yeah.
really great. I even had a psychic on the podcast.
Wow.
And she came through. So there's been a lot of mom energy coming through.
Yeah, I've been feeling this, you know, and I think what happened last week, what's going on in our world.
Yeah.
It's like interesting that I've had this retreat and all, you know, I've really been sitting in this frequency of mother and how this original separation, this original disconnect from our mothers and how if our mothers were stressed, disembodied, traumatized themselves, uncomfortable with their own feminine energy, with most of our mothers are.
Yeah.
That separation for us, that disconnect from that safety and that nourishment is so early on and so unconscious. Like we don't ever even really know it's there because it's been ever present from the very beginning, from being in utero. And for me, it's at the root of a lot of the sickness that we're seeing right now in the world. And where does this masculine kind of sick power, greed, twistedness, distortion, like it's the places in both us men and women, I feel, where the love of the mother just never took root in the body.
Yeah.
And there's this just gaping, aching wound there. Yeah. And we live in a society where there is so much ability to numb and distract from that wound and so much reward, like you said, to make money and gain power and gain validation through practices and addictions that continue to keep us from that ache. But the ones who are the most courageous and willing to really go into that ache, that is the fertile darkness. The fertility and the life and the aliveness lives in those layers, in the grief and in the rage and in that desperate longing to where we weren't held, to feel held, to feel met, to feel safe, to feel protected. And so it's not easy work. We know, you and I know.
It is not easy work.
It's not easy work, but it's like, imagine living in the pain of never touching it. It feels so much more painful than going through it.
Well, it's hell or purgatory.
Yeah.
Suffering.
Yeah.
Or it is the terror, as we said. And on the other side of that is the surrender into the wholeness.
Yeah.
What do you think we can leave the viewers with as a practice to obviously come and go to your retreat? That's one practice you could definitely do. I'm certainly not like a shaman leading them like you, but I do facilitate my psychedelic somatic integration.
And I'm not a shaman. You know, I work with indigenous healers. I'm very much, I'm a bridge to the medicine. And I think as Westerners, there's a lot of Westerners that want to be indigenous people, and we're not. We have a different mind, a different set of skills, a different set of energetics. Like, I don't long to be the healer.
Okay.
The amount of devotion and sacrifice that they have to go through to really do what they do, my honest truth is I'm not really willing to go there. But to be a bridge, to reconnect people to the ancient ways and to the ancient indigenous wisdom, and to also offer the indigenous healers, the ones that are really doing it the right way and have been holding that pillar, like to be this bridge that can connect these two worlds. That's where I feel like my pocket is.
Got it. I'm so glad we got specific there.
And maybe that'll change one day, but for now, that it feels like I was given the gift of being in this body and having this mind and being connected to the Western world in this way, and I can do more effectively being that bridge than trying to go into the Amazon and spend the next 15 years of my life really shedding all of my identity to become that hollow bone. It's not where I feel that my energy is best spent, is my truth.
Thank you. Thank you. So what can we leave them with as a practice to return to the divine mother, let themselves feel held in their bodies, in their lives, on this planet, even when everything's going on?
Yeah, interesting. My mind wants to make up a more exciting answer. There's so many practices, but what came through is that creating space for space is one of the most powerful, non-glamorous, non-stimulatory, non-exciting, like as much as I would say, want to say, drink ayahuasca and do this dynamic rage practice. And yes, feeling our grief. Which is great, but... Of course, embodying your feelings, your rage, your emotions, your grief. But what came through just now was creating space for space, because dropping down, especially for women, dropping down into that empty space of the womb and slowing everything down to really be able to hear her and to meet the layers that are there, and just sitting in that empty, hollow void. That void is where creation comes from. And so if we really want to embody a new way of being, if we want to create anything in that world, in our world, whether that be human or business or union, whatever it is, we have to have a relationship to spaciousness. And I think even those of us that are really devoted to healing are filling up every moment of the day. I mean, I'm guilty, you're guilty, we're all guilty, filling up every moment and chasing and striving all these beautiful things. But if there's not the spaciousness to actually rest back and integrate and really hear what the womb wants to say, we're not really tapping into the wisdom that's available.
I so fucking love you.
And so it's boring. And in that space, we will meet our mind, and we will meet our the monkey, and we will meet the busyness, and we will meet the disconnection and the part that wants to jump out and fill the space and fill the space. But just building the capacity and the discipline to drop in and down and really be in that spaciousness, to slow down to the pace of nature. That is the channel where we can be in the healing frequency, receiving nature, receiving life, receiving pleasure, receiving wisdom, and be in reciprocity with that deep spiritual allyship that's available. But we can't do it when we're operating up here.
No.
We have to drop down.
I love this. And this is for women and men.
Of course.
It's for every human. Is what I'm feeling as I'm listening to you, and as I'm integrating more in my beautiful pelvis, and she's feeling safe to surrender down. There's an expansion of the light of my solar plexus, and there's an elegant lifting out the back of my neck, which used to be like tense. And shoulders and all that I'm shouldering, like it's getting more elegant. It's feeling good in my body. I'm feeling...
I want to be here.
Yes, I want I want to be here. And it's almost like this is my divine feminine or my divine mother. And he, my divine masculine, is waiting. There's this, like, I'm reminded of when I interviewed Dr. Nassim Haramein on the podcast, and he was speaking of how the weight of a black hole, like to surrender to the weight of the black hole, because he said a star is born from the black hole. It's not that the star blows up and creates the black hole. It's the other way around.
100%.
It's that all of that gravity.
And that's what we're avoiding. We're running around with technology and stimulation and busyness, and we're avoiding that dropping in and down, I think, because in that we have to meet those layers of pain and loneliness and boredom and all of it. And but that descent, that is the holy descent.
Yes, and that's right here. Yeah. And to be in the unknown and breathe and surrender and feel. When I practice this, I know the light will be born.
Of course.
I know the creativity will come. I know the answer and the solution will be there. But it just makes me cry, like, wow, that just takes so much courage to let go over and over and over
and time
and over.
And patience.
Oh, and then and it's not, and people are saying this, and it's
because the natural birth of an authentic creation is so much slower than the plan that we have for it. It's
I know I've given birth to a child. It takes a while.
But we're so used to pushing the baby out before it's ready, birthing things before they're ready. And that slowing down and really reconnecting to the natural pace of creation, man, it is slow, and man, it is tough, but that's where it really happens.
You know, I gave birth in 7 minutes, 5 pushes, eating an In-N-Out burger, French fries, talking to my girlfriend, going, this can't be this easy.
Wow.
But
your births were easy.
I only had one birth.
Oh, your birth,
Yeah, and it was super easy. I was sitting,
Wow.
I walked I did all my hypnobirthing. Mommy and baby are one. So whenever and this is I'm so glad we're talking about this with the fierce, what is it called again? The fierce
Fertile darkness.
Fertile darkness. All this
Yeah.
thing is making sense because whenever the contraction, but I wouldn't call it a contraction, my hypnobirthing said, no, it's just a surge. And I just kept seeing this, like, it's almost like the dual trordial field. It's just, it's just our bodies. And he would just come down and I would just keep walking. And then I would sit on the ball, and my friends came with French fries and hamburgers, and the nurses were like, "Oh, you're not going to give birth for at least another 24 hours. You're doing far too well." But because I didn't resist one bit of it, and I felt it was not comfortable.
Of course, yeah.
But it wasn't. When you resist it, it hurts. But when you allow it, I could just feel. And then he was crowned, and 45 seconds apart, and my husband at the time was like, "I think I'm going to go get the doctor."
Wow.
And then I got up on the table, and another thing, trust, because the cord was around my son's head, and I knew, they said, lay on your back. I'm like, no.
Yeah.
And my body knew to lay on my side.
Yeah.
And then he came in, the doctor came in, and 5 pushes later, no ripping, no drugs.
Wow.
The baby was there.
Isn't it incredible how you can have such a beautiful birth despite everything that's happened to that part of your body?
Thank you. Yeah.
Like, how incredible to still, because I think sometimes those of us that have experienced a lot of trauma feel like we're fucked.
Oh,
you know what I mean? Like, oh, it's too late for me. Like, or like that pleasure will never be for me, or orgasmic birth will never be for me, or those experiences. But it's like that alignment in the body is always right there and available to us, no matter what has happened.
Yeah.
The body is ready to heal, and it's ready to come back into alignment.
And the life and the love of this child as an invitation to transmute all of that through birth.
Yeah.
It was so beautiful.
Yeah. And I think about that moment of creation for him, of being born to a mother that was in an experience of trust and surrender. Yeah. And I'm so curious how that weaves through his life, because most of us, I mean, I was ripped out of the belly, you know, and I think the ways that we come into this world are very much imprints into our beliefs with life and how we show up in the world, you know, and I feel that, you know, I was a C-section, the third planned C-section, and my mother who, you know, my father was a surgeon. So it was the 80s and the 90s, and he planned all of her C-sections because back then it was like, you preserve the vagina. And the more invasive it is, the more safe it is. And, you know, my father really believed that at the time. And my mother really trusted him. Right. And so she had horrific postpartum, and she had horrific, you know, aftercare after the C-section, put on Prozac so she couldn't nurse me. And, you know, this whole story that she's also coming into awareness and learning about as I'm doing this work. And it's just so beautiful. It's beautiful to see, after everything you've been through, that moment of trust and surrender, and how your son was a facilitator of you, like, reconnecting to that wisdom. For sure. Yeah. Oh,
I loved being pregnant. I loved giving birth.
Yeah.
I loved, and the way the system was, they wanted to put him on my breast with the sheet, and I'm like, no.
Yeah.
all these. Yeah.
Yeah. And this is what's so important about women, especially young women, doing this work.
Yeah.
Because we are going to be guided and pushed and manipulated and forced to do things that very much so go against our natural knowing.
Our innate wisdom, yeah.
Yeah, and for me, I'm so grateful to the medicine of ayahuasca, because she's just one of many tools. But, you know, I grew up in the American Midwest to a conservative family, and my father was a surgeon, and everything was fake and contrived and plastic. My father's a plastic surgeon. I mean, I couldn't be more different than him.
Oh my God.
You know, I came from this world where there wasn't a lot of aliveness, and where all the programming was for me to go against my body, to go against the natural truth of my body. And that was so deeply ingrained into me, I didn't even really know that it was there. And so ayahuasca for me, you know, over 8 years has been a harrowing journey of grief, of all the moments where my intuitive wisdom was trying to protect me and I went against it. All of the people that hurt me and assaulted me, that kept me from that intuitive wisdom and guidance, and made me gaslight myself and second guess myself. And then my own journeys and all the things I've done that have taken me out of myself. And so, you know, I'm really wanting to have a child soon, and that'll be the next ceremony for sure. And yeah, I just think about women that don't have maybe the same fierceness and knowing as you, that let them put the sheet and let them cut the cord and let them tell them to get on your back and to push. And it's really our accountability and responsibility as women to educate ourselves and to connect with ourselves and to really know how to advocate for ourselves, because I don't think it's going to get any easier anytime soon, is my truth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As you're speaking all of this, there's a devotion that I'm cultivating, and I think I'll forever cultivate it, to myself, that gives me the courage to say no, skin against skin, to give me the courage to say no, I'm being on my side. I know this is how I want to give birth. I know I've never done this before, and you've seen a million births. This is how I'm doing it.
Yeah. Well, rapturous glory has some sacred disruption in there.
I love it.
There's definitely some sacred disruptor or energy, you know, and I have that as well.
Yeah.
But not all women hold that frequency. There are different, you know, archetypes and more naivety and more trust. And so it's like, it's a duty for us, you know, to really help wake up the feminine in both the men and the women on this planet. Like, we have to wake up. And waking up is painful.
Yeah.
I think that a lot of people I work with, and I myself in younger years, like, we believe that awakening and enlightenment means arriving to a place where there's no more pain, or the pain is less, or it is more easy and it is more happy. No, it's becoming awake to what is truly here. It's awakening to the truth, to the mess, and keeping my eyes open despite whatever is there that's challenging to look at. You know, the queen doesn't look away. And it's not an easy journey.
No. There's something about facing reality, being with reality, meeting reality, splaying my heart wide open to reality, grounding in reality, not resisting reality, not needing to control reality, all of these different capacities.
It's dying to our perception and our illusions.
Breath by breath by breath, moment by moment, and still walking upon this beautiful earth. And when I need to be, you know, lady of the lake, when the sword needs to come up, off with your head. Fine. But in the meantime, the sword is down, the heart is open. It's like fierce. Oh, I love my transmission, rapturous glory.
You're right. I love it. It's 100%. You can feel that it's spot on.
Thank you. Because I will take off your head. And I will kiss you tenderly.
My teacher said something so beautifully to me lately, because I was, you know, my partner and I have been going through trial separation and getting back together, and I've been thinking, you know, working with ayahuasca, I've been like, maybe I just want to be a real estate agent. You know, I'm always like in and out of this world, because it's so challenging. And I was having a burn it all down moment. Fuck it all. Just want to burn it all down. And you know, she said, as we get older and we mature and we have physical children and we have businesses and creations, the more creations that we have as we get older, the more things we are responsible to. And so the medicine of holy destruction, that's sword. It's like, yeah, we know how to chop heads. We know how to burn down the whole house. We know how to move and start over. And sometimes that is the medicine that's needed. But as we get older and we're responsible to more things, I think our work as women is being in right relationship to the medicine of holy destruction, but it's getting laser focused. It's becoming surgical of like, how do I cut out as little as possible of the sickness, of the illusion, of the distortion that's there, but keep this kingdom that I've built. And so that's very much been the medicine for me lately, of this kind of more maiden energy that comes through, that's like, fuck it, I'll burn it down. I know how to start over. I'm just going to throw my phone in the ocean. And it's like, oof, can I stay? And can I find exactly what's out of alignment? And can I bring my sword there? Can I bring my sword there and do as little damage as possible?
And to me, what the presupposition of that is zero reactivity.
Yeah.
So you have to have done so much integrative work with your
Yeah.
emotions.
Really learn how to hold that sword.
Yes.
Yeah.
And be grounded and present and unattached and aware and
Yeah.
discerning
Yeah.
and sense
Yeah.
and feel
Yeah.
and trust your intuition
Yeah.
and not need approval.
It's
And-
like the shaman's eye.
Oh yeah,
And it's
you
deeply
are
embodied.
safety itself. All of these things together, and then
Yeah.
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 Oh my God. I can't wait to see you pregnant. Now, to bring a child in with an unstable or not 100% certain relationship would be really challenging.
Totally. Yeah. I don't know. I mean, I'm 33.
Yeah. That's how old I was when I had my son.
I feel about 93.
Yeah, you don't look it.
I say, like, when you work with ayahuasca full time, it's like dog years. It's
Yes.
like every year is like 10 passing years.
That completely makes sense to me. Yeah.
So I feel, something I'm really sitting with lately are my own false timelines, the stories of the ticking clock and the biological clock.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you know what? I have so much time, and I feel that anxiety come in, and I feel that part of me that's like, I want it now. I want to secure motherhood now.
Yeah.
I want to secure my family now. But what life is really mirroring back to me at this time is that there's still alignment and there's still work to do.
Yeah.
There's work to do on my inner marriage inside of me.
Yeah.
There's work to do in my relationship, whether that falls away or doesn't,
Yeah.
whether we work together or we're still able to be in business and relationship together.
Right.
And so I have to just trust, this is again coming back to the mother. Like, do I trust the natural time that things are unfolding? Because I think, especially us women in our society, we feel like we're running out of time. We feel like we're behind. And I think more women need to hear, like, it's okay to be 30. It's okay to be 40, not be in a relationship, to not yet be pregnant, to not be trying to force something from a place of insecurity and scarcity and fear, and really trusting that life has got you. And like, I don't believe that motherhood is something we can miss if it's meant for us.
Yeah. What is yours cannot pass you by.
Yeah. And, I always think, like, I go through these little waves when I'm not in retreats of like, oh, I'm ready for my child. I'm ready for my baby. And then I'm in a retreat with 12 people. And I'm like, I've got 12 babies. Like, I don't need any more babies right now. I'm really in devotion to my work right now. And I'm, in devotion to Mother Ayahuasca in that space.
Yes.
And getting to really practice my mothering energy and my surrender energy and my trust energy in a way that I think will really lend its hand to my human mothering when it's time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you ever speak to the soul? There might be a couple vying for you.
Of the baby.
Yeah.
It's interesting. I don't feel like I speak to her, but she speaks to me.
Oh, interesting.
And really strongly, I would say in the last year, but it comes and goes. Like, I see her. And it's often when I'm driving in the car. She's in the rear view mirror.
Oh my goodness.
And she's there. And I always ask her about my partner. I always ask, is he your daddy? And she always says, you already know the truth.
Oh, she's feisty. I like this.
She's feisty.
She's not going to just give you the answer.
And then I'm like, oh, is that just my inner child? But no, yeah, she's there and she's not ready to tell me right now. And so I'm really in this.
Oh, this is good though. This is exactly perfect for now.
It's perfect for now. And I'm really meeting the layers of trust and uncertainty.
Yes,
like, I've been really noticing how challenging it is for all of us to be in a place of uncertainty.
Yeah.
And how we say yes to things we're not even truly aligned with and don't truly want, because we just want
Grasp
the
something.
feeling of certainty.
Yeah.
And, to be in a partnership and for both of us to really be honest of like, we're uncertain.
Yes.
And maybe it's the working together. Maybe it's the way that we work. Maybe it's how challenging the work is. Maybe we really don't know. And so it's beautiful to be in that exploration process, but challenging.
Oh yeah, I am sure.
Yeah.
To be honest with each other and not blame each other and keep doing the work.
Well, we do that too.
Okay. All right. Well, I was just trying to assume. Okay. But yeah, well done.
We all do, right?
Well done for not.
Blame is such a friend when we're in our pain.
Oh yeah. I just want to have one little thing. So she's in the rearview mirror. One of my favorite memories. You know Shimshai?
No.
A musician. He was always the musician when I did my ayahuasca journeys.
Oh, okay, amazing.
Shimshai. So he has this song called Roots. And of course, one had to get a Volvo when one's a new mother. So I had my blue Volvo, and you've got the car seat in the back.
Amazing.
But I'm playing my ayahuasca journey song. And there's this song, it goes, roots so deep, roots so... Anyways, it goes, ding, ding. There's this little drum beat, and I would always reach my hand to the back seat, and I would grab his little chubby little fleshy leg, and he would just squeal with delight. So, and then one time we were... he came and we did ayahuasca, and there was a beautiful campfire, and Gabe was just so small in my arms, listening to Shimshai sing that song. And it's beautiful to bring the medicine and the teachings to our children. We don't have to be perfect.
Of course.
It was so beautiful. I think it was my second ayahuasca journey ever.
Wow.
Where I met...
he was there with you?
No, he was in the house. All the kids were in the house.
I love that.
It was a large group of us. But in my journey, all of these demons came. And the shaman said, because the first time I fought the demons, it's like, oh, you're stubborn, more medicine for you. So this time I surrendered, and all of these parts of me came in the form of like gargoyle-y demons, and they were my insecurity and my insecure, like my greed, and just all these parts. And finally, I came in this form. But my hands were up like this. I was so ashamed of how I was trying to be someone I wasn't. And I remember looking at myself going, oh, isn't she lovely? Like I had pure, unconditional love for my most insecure, wobbly parts.
And that's really it.
Oh, it was so freeing.
It's not about launching into some different version of ourselves. Like plant medicines are not a tool to escape our truth or the wholeness that we are, the range. That it's about bringing us into more loving acceptance for all of those things to come home. And I love that your son was there. Like, in a Western ayahuasca center, this would never happen. But in the jungle, there's kids in the ceremony. There's kids drinking in the ceremony. There'll be a mother nursing who's drank ayahuasca. It's a community ritual, and it's embedded into the way of life. It's not separate. We actually have 2 pregnant women coming to our Fertile Darkness retreat that will drink a small amount of medicine, and it's the first time, and it's like, how incredible. It's just incredible to be pregnant in that space and receiving the medicine, and we'll see what happens. But
wow,
I love that he was there.
It was amazing to look him in the eye after that ceremony, because all of my own veils to myself, that version of this, were gone, and just to see him so purely and to let him be in that environment,
to allow him to see you more purely, accepting of yourself. I mean,
I could let him in more, love him more.
The ways that we try to hide from our children just create so much fracture and disconnect, and so it's like that work of a parent, to allow myself to welcome all the parts of myself, to be seen in my insecurity, to admit I don't know what I'm doing. That authenticity, I think, is the deepest safety that we can have with one another. It's not being perfect.
I don't know if it'll ever happen. If I'll even have the blessing of being around you during your birth, but if I could ever have that blessing.
Hopefully we're in each other's lives for a long time.
I hope you're stuck
Hopefully
with
you
me.
come to a ceremony.
That would be so great. It's been so many years. And it doesn't need to be hard. Like I made it so hard on myself before.
Definitely. And one of the ways that I really am integrating working with the medicine in the last couple of years with all the feminine embodiment teachings is bringing a lot more embodiment, and we're bringing the dose way down. And what I notice as we really get people out of the therapeutic talking and the trauma work and, the different therapy on the retreat, we're getting rid of a lot of that, getting into the body and the breath and opening up space.
Doesn't take much.
Little tiny bit of medicine, and it's integrating into the spaciousness of the body with so much more ease.
I love this. Anam Cara Healing Retreats.com. All of this will be in the show notes for you. I love this because there's a place inside me that still remembers her from 20 years ago. She still lives in me.
Of course, she's alive right now.
And being with you and talking about her and talking about wombs and our lives and babies and all this, I just want to stay here all day.
Do you know what Anam Cara means?
No, tell me.
It's a Gaelic word, but from John O'Donoghue, from the beautiful book Anam Cara.
Oh.
But it means it's a person. It's like a guiding light in the darkness that reminds you who you truly are.
From dark night to divine light.
Yeah.
Of course it is.
Rapturous glory. And fertile darkness. That's my transmission.
Fertile darkness is your Of course it is.
It's amazing.
I love you.
I love you, sister.
Thank you for being here and sharing
Thank you
with
for
us.
your light and your courage. I mean, in a big group setting that we've been in.
Yeah.
You've really brought it. You've really allowed yourself to be seen. It's very easy to hide in a 65-person container.
Yeah.
I see it in a lot of people. And you shake up the space. You bring the light, you bring the truth, you bring the vulnerability, and it's been medicine for everyone and for me. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for seeing me.
Yeah.
I love you.
Mm-hmm. Thank you.
Thank you for being with us on Intimate Conversations. Until next time, let something in this interview burst you open and just follow it. Trust it. Till next time. See you next week on Intimate Conversations. Get out there and make love to life. So today I got my eyebrows tattooed, and they're a little darker than they're going to be for about a month, but that's fine. And as I was laying there with the not so comfortable tattooing going on, I was sharing with her what I do and about how I use plant medicine to support clients to check in, not to check out. So similar to the conversation I had with Francesca. She spoke of it being the ally, not the escape. You know, slowing down, listening to the body, and softening, surrendering to feel the difficult feelings. So I want you to go to Anam Cara Healing Retreats, ANAM, Anam Cara Healing Retreats. It'll all be in the show notes. Follow her on Instagram. Really look in if you've never done plant medicine with a female shaman. She's the facilitator, and there's other shamans she works with. I just love her commitment to healing and to the medicine, and also to her vulnerability of not moving forward with having a child until she's certain with this relationship that she does want to move forward. So if you'd please subscribe, rate, and review this amazing podcast, share this conversation with someone who you know needs to hear it, and definitely follow Francesca Barone on Instagram and go to her website. And lastly, there was something about her willingness to slow down herself, and before, even though she feels her clock is ticking, to be sure that this partnership is solid for bringing a child into the world. If this is a place that you're at, you're feeling like your clock is ticking and you want a child, and yet there's something in the back niggling going, is this the right relationship? I want this to be the right time, but is this the right time? This is exactly the deep work that I do with psychedelic somatic integration. Our mind, as clever as we think it is, 5% maybe conscious thoughts. What's really running the show is our subconscious, unconscious programming, beliefs, energies, unintegrated emotions that will attract to us not necessarily the best partner to have a baby with, but the best partner to have these wounds flush up so that we can integrate them. But let's do that before we bring a child into the world, says Allana, who dealt with a 13-year custody battle. I wish I'd known then what I'd known now. I wouldn't change it for the world. I love my son with all my heart, and there was a lot of heartache he had to go through that you have an opportunity to integrate now and have much smoother sailing if you're someone that is ready to have a child, bring a beautiful child into this world. So in the show notes, also, you can register for an Intimacy Breakthrough Experience call with me. There's a scholarship for being a listener of Intimate Conversations so that I can see you in my calendar. We can slow down, have that deep conversation about what might be in the way of you knowing with absolute certainty and alignment, this is the partner, this is the time. And if anything's slightly off, honor yourself and honor that soul that's coming in by doing the work. I love you with all my heart, and thank you for always going deeper into this intimate world together.